Vera Bonekeeper Marrow. The rain tasted like metal, not from the sky but from the body. Young man, barely 20, sprawled across the loading dock. Bioengineered all right, a patchwork of muscle and something else, something that shouldn't be. The initial report called it a wild animal attack, but there were no tracks, no fur, just seamless joins where skin shouldn't bend, and a scent like burnt sugar and ozone. This wasn't a beast of the wild, it was a failure of a lab. They always called me when these things washed up. Vera Marrow, they said, the Bonekeeper, as if naming a thing makes it any less monstrous. The autopsy revealed a subdermal lattice, a network of biocircuitry woven into his flesh. Sophisticated stuff, military grade, and a kill switch, activated remotely. My father, he worked on projects like this decades ago. Said they were building a better soldier, stronger, faster, more obedient. He left the field after the hybrids started showing up. Unstable, violent, with a predilection for dismantling themselves. He always said they hadn't accounted for the human spirit, even in something less than human. This one hadn't dismantled though, he'd been executed, and someone wanted it covered up. Old man Hemlock at the docks remembered seeing a black van, no markings, pulling away just before he found the body. Said the driver was wearing a full environmental suit, hazmat level. Which meant whoever was responsible knew exactly what they were dealing with. I pulled up the files on Project Chimera, my father's old program. The official records were scrubbed, of course, but I found a few whispers in the archived personnel notes. Complaints about unethical experimentation, forced augmentations, subjects going rogue. The program was shut down officially due to budgetary constraints. Lies. Another body surfaced, this one older, a woman found floating in the river. Same subdermal lattice, same kill switch activation. And a small, almost imperceptible brand on her wrist, the Chimera symbol. The official story was drowning, accidental, but I knew better. They weren't containing the failures, they were cleaning up loose ends. The more I dug, the more I realized this wasn't about rogue bioengineered beings. It was about silencing those who knew too much. About a conspiracy that went far deeper than a few failed experiments. I found her journal, Sarah Chen, one of the original Project Chimera scientists. She documented everything, the unethical practices, the forced augmentations, the cover-ups. She wrote about a failsafe, a genetic key designed to shut down the entire program if it went too far, a kill switch for the kill switches. She'd hidden the key within her own genome, a complex sequence only she could activate. She was one of the two bodies I'd discovered. Then it hit me. My father hadn't left the program. He'd been tasked with finding and eliminating anyone who knew about the failsafe. And Sarah Chen's journal detailed a close working relationship with my mother. They came for me at dawn, men in black suits, no badges. They knew about the journal, about my father, about my mother. They wanted the information, the failsafe sequence. I led them to the old lighthouse where I'd pieced together the genetic sequence from my mother's archived medical records. It wasn't about activating the failsafe, it was about releasing the information. A virus designed to expose the truth. They tried to stop me, but I'd anticipated their move. I released the code, a cascade of data flooding the network, exposing Project Chimera to the world. The lighthouse crumbled around me as the system went live, a fitting end to a generation built on lies. The fallout was immediate: arrests, investigations, resignations. The truth, once unleashed, was unstoppable. I stood on the beach, watching the waves crash against the shore, the rain washing away the last vestiges of the past. The world wouldn't be fixed overnight, but the lies were out in the open. They'd called me the Bonekeeper, the one who deals with the dead. Now maybe I could help build a future where the dead didn't die in vain. The metallic taste lingered on my tongue, a grim reminder of the price of truth. But it tasted a little bit like hope, too.